Good evening, students. I am very glad to meet you in the workshop on non-ferrous metals and alloys. In my previous video, I have taught about the ferrous alloys and metals. So in this workshop, I am going to explain about non-ferrous metals and alloys. So first of all, before going to enter the non-ferrous metals and alloys, I would like to recap about the metals. So as I told in my previous videos, metals are mainly classified into ferrous and non-ferrous. So in the ferrous, that is pure ferrous metal is iron. So when the iron is combined with another elements like carbon, chromium, that is known as steel. So that the details we have already studied. In this workshop, I am going to explain about non-ferrous metals. So mainly, non-ferrous metals are classified into pure non-ferrous metals and non-ferrous alloys. So regarding non-ferrous metals, mainly considering metals are copper, aluminum, zinc, tin, lead, silver, gold, and mercury. So when these metals like copper, aluminum are mixed with another metals, they will be considered as alloys. So in this video, mainly we have to focus on copper alloys. So copper alloys means brass, bronze, and solder. So in this workshop one, we have to focus about brass. What is copper? What are the main alloys of copper? So we have to consider the brass alloy, that is consists of copper and zinc. So mostly our daily usage, most metals are uh, manufacturing by non-ferrous metals. So in this video, this is a bicycle. So most of the parts of the bicycles are manufactured by ferrous and non-ferrous metals. So wheels are manufactured by steel, spokes spokes are manufactured by steel, and wheel rims, this one, wheel rims are manufactured by steel, and the bearings which are supporting the shaft, that is manufactured by steel. So another parts like gears are manufactured by brass, and this one, frame, this is manufactured by steel and chrome alloy or heat treated aluminum. Then the brake levers, this one, the brake levers are manufactured by aluminum, and the quick release cam, which is provided in the front wheel, that is manufactured by aluminum, and pedals are also manufactured by aluminum. Mm. So most of these parts of the bicycles are manufactured by ferrous and non-ferrous metals like steel and aluminum. Next, daily usage metals. This slide consists of daily usage metals: copper, aluminum, lead, brass alloys, bronze, tin, zinc, and mild steel, cast iron, stainless steel, high speed steel, cast steel, spring steel. So, our widely usage, most of the materials are manufactured by the metals, ferrous and non ferrous metals. So, mostly the electrical wire are manufactured by copper, and the cooking vessels are manufactured by stainless steel, and industrial parts like valves and another pump, parts of the pump, compressors are manufactured by cast steel, mild steel, and cast iron. So this slide will indicate the daily usage metals consist of ferrous and non-ferrous. Now we are going to see the metals one by one. So first of all, copper. So as I told, copper is mostly used in electrical equipments and heating equipments because it have high melting point and it is a very good conductor of heat and electricity. So it is a ductile and malleable metal. It is often red or brown in color. So applications of copper are plumbing pots, electrical components, cookware, and roof coverings. So high melting point, that is 1084 degrees Celsius. So concerning the properties of copper, it has good ductility and malleability because of its phase cubic crystal structure. Then it has high electrical and thermal conductivity. It is non-magnetic and has pleasing reddish color. It has an ability of getting alloyed with many other metals, and it is mainly very important property of copper is corrosion resistance. So it is mostly used in pipelines and cooking vessels, uh, pressure cooker bottom. So because of good corrosion resistance, it is mostly used in directly contact with water. So it is, as I told, it is widely used for electrical conductors, bus bars, automobile radiators, and very industrial parts. Then it is mainly used for condenser heat exchanger, and it is mainly used for manufacturing bolts, studs, welding tips, and electrical parts such as contact pins, switch gear, and relay. Then another one metal is zinc. It is very resistant to corrosion and it is very weak metal and is used mainly for coating steel. So zinc is mostly applied as a coating material for steel. So its melting point is 419 degrees Celsius. Then another one metal is tin. It is a very ductile and very malleable metal. It is resistant to corrosion from moisture. So most of the packing equipments and tin plates are manufactured by the tin. So food packing coverage material is also manufactured by tin. So it is as a coating on food cans, beer cans, and used as a vessels, tin foils, and soldering. So its melting point is 231 degrees Celsius. The next material is lead. Lead is a soft and malleable metal. It is looking as a bluish white color, and main property of lead is it it is a very a strengthened material and also it is a brittle material. So it is used for roof flashing, also used for batteries, and is used for its weight in many ways. So its melting point is 327 degrees Celsius. As in the figure, mainly it is used in the bike wheels and the connecting parts in between tire and wheel. So lead is a gray color, very soft and low melting point, and it is mainly used as a construction materials also. So lead can be manufactured as a rope, pipes, and small pins also. It is used for soft solder, bullets, lead cables, plumbing pots, roof pots, and as plates in car batteries. Next one is silver. We very well known about silver because silver is used as a jewels. So it is very soft and white lustrous transition metal, and it has the high electrical conductivity and highest thermal conductivity. So this metal occurs naturally in its pure and free form. So main applications of silver is jewelry pots and high quality cutlery. Also used for currency coins and sports trophies, used in mirrors as a reflective material. So its melting point is highest as 961 degrees Celsius. So it is manufactured naturally in its pure and free form. Then gold. Gold is also used mainly for jewelry, also used in computers as a conductor, and its main property is oxidizing in an air or water, and it won't tarnish, discolor, crumble, or be affected by most solvents. So gold is a dense, soft, shiny, malleable, and ductile materials. So these are all the properties of gold. High melting point of gold is as 1337 degrees Celsius. So as I told, gold is used as a mainly for jewelry, also used in computers as a conductor, used for its reflective powers to protect satellites also. So next material is magnesium. Magnesium is used in pyrotechnic. It is alloyed with other metals to make them lighter and more easily welded. So the magnesium is mainly used as a welding material. It is a light metal and it is slightly tarnishes when exposed to air. In a powder, this metal heats and ignites when exposed to moisture. So melting point of magnesium is 648 degrees Celsius. Now we are moving on to alloys. First of all, we are going to see the copper and its alloys. So in this workshop one, we will see about the brass. So brass is a combination of copper and zinc. So main applications of copper is largely used in making electric cables and wires for electric machinery, and it is mainly used as a equipment parts material in industries also because it's have very soft, malleable and good conductor of electricity. So mainly three types of brasses are used in industries purpose: alpha brasses, alpha beta brass, and red brass and yellow brass. So mainly brass is a mixture of copper and zinc. So brass is a very stronger and harder than copper, but not as strong or hard as steel. It is easy to form into various shapes, a good conductor of heat, and generally resistance to corrosion from salt water. So it is mostly used in pipelines and the burner of the gas stove and most of the parts of the gas stove. Then screws, struts, fasteners, and the musical instruments are also made up of brass. So normally brass is in yellow color, very ductile and malleable material, good tensile endurance. So these are all the examples of the materials which are manufactured by brass. So in this diagram also the electrical fittings, musical instruments, pins of electrical plugs, nuts, bolts and screws are manufactured by brass. Thank you for watching this video. Participants, don't forget to put your attendance, and also we will see in next workshop on Friday. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure you've subscribed so that you can get the regular updates. Thank you.